Hello. I'm going to be going over my occupational profile template and also my activity analysis worksheet for our portfolio. So first, I'll go over the occupational profile template. I made up a client name, Christina Pusateri. Now, the reason the client is seeking services is because she's having right hand and wrist pain, which gives her difficulty with grooming, dressing, and toileting, and things like that because of the right hand discomfort, pain, and loss of range of motion there. The occupations that she feels successful in is that she feels that she is better with using her non-dominant hand for things because she can still get things done that way. Also, she feels that she can sleep fine and she has no problems with any cognitive functions, but some difficulties and barriers with her is that it's hard for her to use things or do things with both of her hands, and then it's also hard for her to dress, toilet, and groom herself because of her right hand pain and wrist pain. Some of her values and interests are that she likes to read, she plays with her dog, she likes to exercise a lot, and she likes to do crafts and hang out with friends. Her occupational history is that she was a librarian for a long time at a high school, hence why she likes to read so much. Some of her patterns of engagement in occupations and how they've changed over time is that it is a lot harder for her to cook and clean because she was always doing that for her family whenever her hand and wrists were fine. So it's been difficult for her to get in that routine of cooking large meals for her family. Also, it's been difficult in her routine to, she has to wake up earlier to dress and to groom herself. And then she's also not exercising as much as she used to because of her right hand and wrist pain. So some of her environmental supports and barriers to her occupational engagement, in her physical environment, it's easy for her to access her home and to get around that way. So that's a positive and something that supports her occupational engagement. But her barriers are it's harder for her to take care of her kids, cook and clean around the house because of her pain in her right hand and wrist. Her social supports for her occupational engagement are that she has a husband and friends who support her and help her out. But her barriers would be that it's hard for her to enjoy her physical activities, with other people if they're going out in certain places. Some supports for her occupational engagement culturally is that she is a Christian, which helps her, and I couldn't come up with any barriers culturally because I just couldn't. In context, her personal supports to her occupational engagement are that she's still fit for her age because she did work out a lot in the past and always has been that way for her lifestyle, and that she's financially stable with her personal life and her socioeconomic class. And then some barriers would be that she's working out less, so she's worried that her physical fitness isn't going to be as good as what it used to be. Some temporal supports for her occupational engagement is that she is almost retired from work, so she's less stressed about that and being able to complete her job. And then some barriers to her occupational engagement are that it's the time of year where it's warm out and she likes to do things outside, whether it be with her husband or by herself, and exercise or not, or just be outside, but it's hard for her to enjoy those things because of her pain in her hand. Some virtual things that support her are that it's easier for her to do things online and maybe having remotes and stuff for things, but then she's also not as good with texting and doing stuff like that with her hands on a smartphone. And then finally, her client goals are to be able to get back to grooming, dressing, bathing, and toileting with minimal pain, and also become more efficient in using that right hand that is in pain, that right hand and right wrist. So then the activity I was assigned for the activity analysis part of my portfolio is to use an ATM machine to get money. So the relevance and meaning of using an ATM machine to get money is self independence, sense of independence, and being able to, have monetary value with you if you want to engage in community activities, or if you want to go out and just, shop or get food, things like that. So objects and tools that are required are a bank card, a wallet to place the card in the cash, and being able to, maybe if you need to use a pen or something, or some sort of tool to hit screens and prompts. The space required for this are either in a bank with an ATM, or if an ATM, is outside, either in a street or outside of the bank. So the sequencing I put is that you either walk or go up to the machine in any way that you possibly can. You pull out the wallet, you get the card out of the wallet, you put the card inside the ATM machine, you follow the prompts on the screen as read to you, you take the cash, place the cash in the wallet, and then you take your card out and you place your card in your wallet, and then you put your wallet away and you go about your day from there. So some required actions and performance skills when using an ATM machine to get money are motor coordination to grab the card out of your wallet, place the card in the machine, take the cash and the card out of the machine and put it back in your wallet. You need coordination for that. You need processing skills to navigate and choose the right on-screen prompts. And then you also need to be socially able to interact with either, the screen of the ATM or people that are using the screen and ATM with you or around you. And then some body functions and body structures are processing and judgment skills to process the ATM machine, coordination to hit all the right buttons, visual sensory functions to see the screen. You need muscle balance and hand and arm range of motion to reach and touch the screen. You need a sensation of proprioception when reading the screen and also doing things while reading. And then you need musculoskeletal functions to be able to either stand or sit at an ATM machine. And so that was my activity analysis for using the ATM to get money out. So that is that part. And then this is my occupational profile.